from Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Hello and welcome. You're watching 6 Stories at 6 with me, Tanisha Awasthi. Let's quickly get you through the 6 stories that we will be talking about in this edition. Number 1, the Pakistan spy network has put the lens on influencers and YouTube community. Now, 10 people have been arrested so far, and we'll tell you about the common link between all of them. Also on the show, as India is preparing itself to strike back on any future act of terror, Republic is reporting from the front lines, and we'll get you that exclusive ground report as well. Meanwhile, while the centre is preparing to send all-party delegation to brief the world on Operation Sindoor, the Indy has begun politics over it. We'll get you full report on that as well. And meanwhile, the Congress party, on the other hand, is peddling a pro-Pakistan narrative. Meanwhile, India has got an official confirmation that Pakistan did try to target the Golden Temple, but the attack was foiled. And finally, we will tell you about how Pakistan has now been cornered from all sides. Balochistan Liberation Army has released a footage of its March 11th armed operation against the Pakistani forces. We're getting to you all this and much more on this edition, but let's start with our first top story of the day. Jyoti Malhotra, a travel vlogger from Haryana, also known as Jyoti Rani, is a Pakistani spy. She was arrested on Saturday for allegedly spying for the neighboring nation and leaking information about India during Operation Sindoor. The woman from Hisar was arrested by Haryana Police's anti-espionage wing, marking the third arrest in the state related to spying. Now, Jyoti Malhotra has visited Pakistan twice. Her first visit was in the year 2023 when she got a visa arranged by commission agents. On this edition, we will break to you one by one the evidence of this YouTuber Jyoti Malhotra, who is a Pakistani spy. On your screen are the visuals from March 2025, where this YouTuber is seen visiting Pakistan just a month before the Pahalgam attack.
आगे भाई हम तो पाकिस्तान में इधर देखो दरवाजा ओपन हो रहा है जी सर थैंक यू शुक्रिया वेलकम टू पाकिस्तान पंजाब दिया वेलकम टू पाकिस्तान रेल सत श्री अकाल सलाम नमस्ते दोस्तों मैं हूं आपकी अपनी जो और मैं आज डेरा सच्चा सौदा गुरुद्वारा यहां से 48 किलोमीटर का सफर हम हरियाणा वाले जो देख रहे हैं ना चौधरी वालों जाग जो भाई क्या हाल चाल है चौधरी हो ठीक हो आगे भाई हम तो पाकिस्तान में इधर देखो दरवाजा ओपन हो रहा है जी सर थैंक यू शुक्रिया वेलकम टू पाकिस्तान पंजाब दिया वेलकम टू पाकिस्तान रेल सत श्री अकाल सलाम नमस्ते दोस्तों मैं हूं आपकी अपनी जो और मैं आज डेरा सच्चा सौदा गुरुद्वारा यहां से 48 किलोमीटर का सफर हम हरियाणा वाले जो देख रहे हैं ना चौधरी वालों जाग जो भाई क्या हाल चाल है चौधरी हो ठीक हो आगे भाई हम तो पाकिस्तान में इधर देखो दरवाजा ओपन हो रहा है
Now, not just this YouTuber, Jyoti Malhotra, also visited Pahalgam, the exact spot where the attack happened. Watch how she films every move in Pahalgam, and this is just 3 months before the attack happened. Now, following her arrest, several of her videos have gone viral on social media. One such video was filmed at Gurudwara Darbar Sahib in Kartarpur, which shows her meeting with Maryam Nawaz, daughter of former Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. Now, in the video, Jyoti is seen filming a vlog with Maryam Nawaz. During the shoot, she asks Maryam to share a message for the people of India. Watch this.
जी
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ
ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੋ ਜੀ ਮੈਮ
ਮੈਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਠੀਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੈਸੇ ਹੋ
ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਤੇ ਸਰ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਮਿਲੀ ਸੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਅਰੇਂਜਮੈਂਟ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਉਹ ਕਾਬਿਲੇ ਤਾਰੀਫ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ ਹਿੰਦੁਸਤਾਨ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਮ ਨੂੰ
ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਤਨ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਜੀ ਆਇਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਬਾਦ ਤੇ ਬੜਾ ਅੱਛਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਔਰ ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਨੇ ਭਰਾ ਨੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੜੇ ਸ਼ੌਕ ਨਾਲ ਆਉਣ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਸਾਨੀਆਂ ਹੋਣ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਣ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਰਮੇਸ਼ ਸਿੰਘ ਅਰੋੜਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਨੇ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੇ ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖੋਲੋ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਓ ਇੱਥੇ सहूलियात पैदा करो ताकि लोग आए आराम से रहें बहुत खुशी हुई आपसे
Now, in another video that you see right now on your screen, which was uploaded on Jyoti Malhotra's YouTube channel, Travel with Jo is her YouTube channel. Now, it garnered the attention of social media users after it showed the YouTuber meeting Danish, a Pakistan High Commission officer, along with some other officials. Watch this video.
कोई आ रहा है कभी कोई आ रहा है तो हर जगह मतलब आज की खातिरदारी दानिश जी साहब मैं तो हिल गई दानिश जी की बेगम वाइफ है मेरी कभी आओ आप भी हमारे हरियाणा मतलब मिली उनसे पहले ना सर से मिली हूँ मैं ठीक हो रहा है नीचे से कैसा एक्सपीरियंस था आपका पाकिस्तान में कमाल का ओफो ਹੁਣ देखो जी साडा मिठे चल रहा है ठंडी ठंडी आइसक्रीम नाल गरम गरम गुलाब जामुन ये तो मतलब मेरा ऑल टाइम फेवरेट है थोड़ा ठंडा थोड़ा गर्म का कॉम्बिनेशन हॉट एंड कोल्ड
Not just that. In the same video, this YouTuber was spotted with a Pakistani official named Danish, the one that you see on your screens in just some moments from now. Now, let's tell you all why Danish is so important and why the lens is on this specific meeting. This Pakistani official named Danish is the same person who brought cake to the Pakistani High Commission office in the national capital after the Pahalgam attack. Now, Republic also spoke to Jyoti's father. Listen to what he had to say.
समय हो गया है और दानिश जी को स्पेशली शुक्रिया
इस वक्त हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं हरीश मल्होत्रा जो कि ज्योति मल्होत्रा के जो हैं पिताजी हैं। अच्छा, ये मुझे बताइए, क्या ज्योति पाकिस्तान जाया करती थी? इस बात की आपको जानकारी थी?
पाकिस्तान जाया करती जी, तो इनसे परमिशन लेके जाया करती होगी, वैसे तो कौन नहीं जाया करती होगी। फिर ये क्यों है उल्टी सीधी बात कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, कौन उल्टी सीधी बात कौन कर रहा है?
पुलिस वाले जो उल्टी सीधी इसको पकड़ के ले गए हैं या कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, तो कुछ सबूत तो नहीं मिले, फिर क्यों पंगा कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, कल तो आप कह रहे थे कि ज्योति पाकिस्तान गई, इस बात की आपको जानकारी नहीं थी। कल आपने जो मीडिया को इंटरव्यू दिया है,
कहाँ गई थी?
नहीं, कल आपने मीडिया को इंटरव्यू दिया, उसमें आपने साफ कहा है कि ज्योति जो है वो पाकिस्तान नहीं गई थी।
मेरे को नहीं पता।
अरे, मेरे पास वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग है, उसमें आपने कहा ज्योति पाकिस्तान नहीं गई थी। आज जो है वो आप अपना स्टेटमेंट बदल रहे हैं।
मेरे को नहीं पता इस चीज़ का गई थी कि नहीं गई थी, मेरे को बताती नहीं वो।
मेरे पास वीडियो क्लिप्स हैं, जिस वीडियो के अंदर मेरी रिपब्लिक के इंटरव्यू पे आपने साफ कहा है कि पाकिस्तान जो है वो नहीं गई थी। आज आप कह रहे हैं पाकिस्तान गई थी।
जो कुछ नहीं करता मैं
आप स्टेटमेंट क्यों बदल रहे हैं? अरे सुनिए, अरे हरीश जी ये बताइए, आप स्टेटमेंट क्यों बदल रहे हैं? हरीश जी, आप स्टेटमेंट क्यों बदल रहे हैं? सिर्फ ये बताइए ना, पहले आपने कुछ और कहा, अभी आप कह रहे हैं स्टेटमेंट बदल रहे हैं। क्या हो गया था? तो आपको पता था ये बात कि पाकिस्तान गई थी? बताइए ना क्या कहना चाह रहा। आपने कल कहा है ना, आवाज नीचे कीजिए, आपने कल कहा है ना वो पाकिस्तान नहीं गई थी, आज आप कह रहे हैं पाकिस्तान गई थी। क्या हुआ, पाकिस्तान गई थी? आपको पता था? अभी आप कह रहे हैं पाकिस्तान गई थी। क्या नहीं, आपने क्यों कहा ये बात कि वो पाकिस्तान गई थी? इस बात के बारे में आपको जानकारी नहीं थी? आपको जानकारी थी? क्या हुआ था बताइए। अब आप बताइए, बात तो करें आप।
नहीं, मेरे को जान पहचान नहीं थी, नहीं ये चीज़ की ये पाकिस्तान जाती है, मेरे को तो ये बोल के जाती है दिल्ली जाती हूँ मैं।
अच्छा,
बाकी ये नहीं पता मेरे को पाकिस्तान में गई है कि नहीं।
हाँ हाँ। अच्छा, आप नौकरी से सेवा में क्या करते हैं?
गलती से बोल दिए यार।
अच्छा, आपने गलती से बोल दिया।
हाँ हाँ,
तो आप अपना बयान बदल रहे हैं, ये कह रहे हैं?
गलती से बोल रहा हूँ।
Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, India's air defense system played a key role during the Pakistan's attack on key bases of army during Operation Sindoor. Now, integrated air command and control system has done it all for India, starting from detecting the targets to shooting them down. Now, India's decimated all the terror dens, and here's how India's defense might foiled Pakistan's attacks.
Right now we are at the control room, that is the Akash Tir, which is an indigenous made system of the Indian forces but has proved to be metal for this operation that has been carried out. And this control room actually decides the fate of the adversary's threat to India, because they not only analyze the threat that actually takes off from the Pakistani airbase, be it the Sargodha airbase or the Noor Khan, they have eye on each and every base of the Pakistan, and any threat that comes out of there, that is taken, analyzed, and then a response is generated. The response can be in the form of the air defense guns that fire the 40 mm shells at the location of these hostile threats, and that can decimate them, or if it is a missile, that can be given a reciprocal response by the Indian Army. Here you will see that they are keeping a strict vigil on what is happening on ground, and using this radar system that is part of this entire Akash Tir system, they are keeping an eye on what is happening, and whenever they see any threat being thrown to the Indian side, they evaluate that threat and a befitting reply is given. One of the key aspect and the key component of this was the early warning radar systems that have been deployed here, because this is a comprehensive control and command system, the integrated systems that work round the clock to avoid any of the threats from adversary and to give adversary a befitting reply. And also the air sentries have also been deployed here at one of the forward bases where this Akash Tir system has been deployed in the Jammu line of control, and this system has proved that why it is different from all. Reason being that it has not only decimated the 100% threats, these are the classic examples of what the Akash Tir system has done to the barrage of drones that have been launched by the Pakistani side on 9th and 10th of May, and this was given a befitting reply. Right now we are at one of the forward locations of the Indian Army, where the army has destroyed these drones that are being flown by the adversary. These are the drones and the UAVs that were sent across from the Pakistan to destroy and decimate some of the key bases of the Indian armed forces. But when it was given a befitting reply, they stood nowhere, and that is what makes the Akash Tir system of the Indian armed forces different, as it has achieved a cent percentile of its capabilities, as no enemy drone was able to get into the Indian territory. And this was actually on the day that Pakistan launched major offences, and it was made with the same response.
Now, as India readies all-party diplomatic mission to implicate Pakistan on terror globally, the opposition continues to be caught up in narrow political point scoring. Now, after the Congress questioned the choice of delegates for the all-party missions, the Trinamool Congress MP Yusuf Pathan pulled out of the delegation that he was picked for. Weighing in on Pathan's pullout, it is the Trinamool Congress General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee who said that the centre cannot decide the party's choice for the delegation. Take a look at this detailed report on what happened.
After the Congress party, now the Trinamool Congress. While the situation demands all parties to unite for the larger cause of exposing Pakistan's terror sponsorship on the global stage, the opposition is caught up playing politics again. In the latest, Trinamool Congress Lok Sabha MP Yusuf Pathan has pulled out of the centre's all-party delegation, for which he was picked. The centre had earlier named delegates for 7 all-party diplomatic missions to nail Pakistan as a terror state on the international forum. Defending Pathan's pullout from the all-party delegation, the TMC put the blame on the centre. Speaking to media persons in Kolkata, TMC General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee said that the centre can't decide who the party will send as a delegate.
Centre or the union government cannot decide unilaterally who will represent from which party. The BJP is at the helm. They are responsible for running the country. They are running the union government. They can decide on their part कि BJP से कौन जाएगा. अब मान लीजिए कांग्रेस से कौन जाएगा, तृणमूल से कौन जाएगा, डीएमके से कौन जाएगा, आम आदमी पार्टी से कौन जाएगा, समाजवादी पार्टी से कौन जाएगा, ये बीजेपी तय नहीं कर सकते.
However, he claimed that the TMC hasn't opted out of the centre's multi-party missions to expose Pakistan.
हम तो कह रहे हैं कि इसका ग्लोबल स्टेज पे होना ही चाहिए. And I have also tweeted about this. That the world needs to come together and fight collectively against terrorism. and join hands against Pakistan.
Meanwhile, the TMC's Indi partner Shiv Sena UBT mocked the centre's all-party diplomatic mission, calling them a Bharat. The BJP tore into the Mamata Banerjee-led party, accusing it of putting politics above national interest.
मुझे लगता है आहिस्ता आहिस्ता राजनीतिक दलों के चेहरे बेनकाब भी हो रहे हैं कि क्यों राष्ट्र हित से ज़्यादा उनको पार्टी का हित नज़र आता है।
कुछ लोग जो है वो कंट्री की विक्ट्री पर भी कन्फ्यूज़न की मिस्ट्री खड़ा करने के आदी हो गए हैं। कुछ लोग जो है वो देश की जीत पर भी जो है वो दुर्भावना का गीत जो है वो उनका दस्तूर बन गया है। इस दस्तूर को जो है उन्हें दुरुस्त करना होगा, और वरना जो जनता उनको दुरुस्त कर ही रही है। आज जो है वो कश्मीर से लेकर कन्याकुमारी तक, कच्छ से लेकर कटक तक, हर हिस्से में अगर आप देखें तो हमारी सेना के शौर्य पराक्रम को नतमस्तक होकर के देश सलाम कर रहा है।
As the nation unites against Pakistan, the opposition stands exposed.
Now, while the nation stood firmly with the forces, the Congress mocked their valor as they voiced fresh doubts on the success of Operation Sindoor. Addressing a press conference in the national capital today, it is the Congress spokesperson Pawan Khera who doubled down on Rahul Gandhi's charge against the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. Here's all that you need to know on that.
As the country marches in honor of the Indian Armed Forces, the Congress is busy towing the Pakistani line. At the press conference in the national capital today, the Congress repeated its charge against External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. In a sensational charge, opposition leader Rahul Gandhi had earlier accused Dr. Jaishankar of compromising Operation Sindoor. Sharing a clip of the External Affairs Minister speaking to media on X platform, Rahul had claimed that Jaishankar had forewarned Pakistan on Operation Sindoor. However, the MEA had dismissed the claim, calling it a deliberate distortion of facts. The MEA put out an official statement saying that the comment attributed to Jaishankar was made during the early phase of Operation Sindoor and not before, as Rahul claimed. But not satisfied with the centre's clarification, the Congress doubled down on Rahul's claim, calling Jaishankar Sindoor ka Saudagar. Congress spokesperson Pawan Khera demanded that the centre come clean on how many Indian jets were downed because of Jaishankar's forewarning.
जयशंकर इस तरह का बयान दें जो पाकिस्तान में और पूरे देश में, पूरे विश्व में हमारी हंसी उड़ रही है। इसलिए राहुल गांधी बार बार कह रहे हैं कि आप जवाब दीजिए, इस फोरवार्निंग से, ये जो आपने पहले ही पाकिस्तान को बता दिया, इससे देश को क्या नुकसान हुआ। यह हमारा लिए जानना बहुत जरूरी है। देश के कितने हवाई जहाज गिरे, देश को क्या नुकसान हुआ और कितने आतंकी बच के भाग गए, ये जानना हम सबके लिए बहुत जरूरी है। पाकिस्तान में और पूरे देश में, पूरे विश्व में हमारी हंसी उड़ रही है। इसलिए राहुल गांधी बार बार कह रहे हैं कि आप जवाब दीजिए, इस फोरवार्निंग से, ये जो आपने पहले ही पाकिस्तान को बता दिया, इससे देश को क्या नुकसान हुआ। यह हमारा लिए जानना बहुत जरूरी है। देश के कितने हवाई जहाज गिरे, देश को क्या नुकसान हुआ और कितने आतंकी बच के भाग गए, ये जानना हम सबके लिए बहुत जरूरी है।
And while the Pakistan Prime Minister himself has owned up to the Indian airstrikes, the Congress continues to take the propaganda line across the border.
Major General Karthik C. Seshadri, General Officer Commanding of the 15th Infantry Division, has made a big revelation. He said that Pakistan attempted to target the Golden Temple in Amritsar with drones and missiles on the intervening night of 7th to 8th of May in retaliation against India's strike on 9 terrorist sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Now, the senior Indian Army officer has said that Pakistan had no legitimate military targets and was expected to strike civilian and religious sites in India. Listen into this big revelation.
He will target Indian military installations, civilian targets, including religious places. Of these, Golden Temple appeared to be the most prominent. We also received credible intelligence that Golden Temple is a prime target, which we had brainstormed earlier. We mobilized additional modern air defense assets to give a holistic air defense umbrella cover to Golden Temple, which is a veritable symbol of nation's syncretic faith. On 8th early morning, in the hours of darkness, Pakistan carried out a massive air assault with unmanned aerial weapons, primarily drones and long-range missiles. We were fully prepared since we had anticipated this, and our braveheart and alert Army air defense gunners thwarted Pakistan Army's nefarious designs and shot down all drones and missiles targeted at Golden Temple, thus not allowing even a scratch to come on our holy Golden Temple.
Moving on to the last story that we're tracking in this edition, battered and bruised in the wake of Operation Sindoor, Pakistan is facing a major offensive from the Baloch rebels on its western front. Now, in the latest, the Balochistan Liberation Army has released a video. Now, this footage is of March 11th, where the armed operation against the Pakistani forces have took place in the name of Dera-e-Bolan 2.0. Here's a report for more on the story.
After the battering on its eastern front during Operation Sindoor, Pakistan stares at more trouble on its western front. Stretched, strained and demoralized after the trouncing at the hands of the Indian forces during Operation Sindoor, the Pakistani troops are struggling to hold off the resurgent Baloch fighters pushing for liberation. In the latest, the Balochistan Liberation Army, which is waging an armed struggle for a separate homeland, released a footage of an operation against the Pakistan Army. The clip is from the BLA's March 11 operation Dera-e-Bolan 2.0. The footage shows the Pakistani troops on the retreat and running for cover after the fierce assault by the Baloch fighters. During the March 11 operation, armed Baloch fighters ambushed a train which had Pakistani army and intelligence personnel among its passengers. The BLA later claimed to have killed 214 Pakistani soldiers while releasing all civilian passengers. Sharing the clip, the BLA said the Dera-e-Bolan 2.0 was aimed at sending out a clear message to Pakistan that its illegal occupation of Balochistan wouldn't last long. Meanwhile, a blast was reported near a market in the west of Balochistan province, killing 4 and leaving 20 injured. With the Baloch fighting for liberation and the Pashtuns also up in arms against the state, Pakistan faces a split down the middle.
And that's all that we could pack in this edition of 6 Stories at 6. We will be back tomorrow, same time, with more agenda-setting stories. But till then, see you for the next time. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next is Live and Breaking.